Last updated 12:44 p.m. the 17th of April 2019. Climate change protest group Extinction Rebellion are set to cause chaos in London by disrupting tube services. The protests are part of a series that have seen almost 300 people from the group arrested in the capital. Demonstrations began on Tuesday and saw delays caused in and around Marble Arch, Waterloo Bridge, Parliament Square and Oxford Circus. According to the Metropolitan Police, at least 280 arrests have been made since Monday, with 168 on Tuesday alone. Earlier today, police took the measure of shutting down Wi-Fi on the London Underground in an attempt to disrupt the climate change protesters, and further disruptions were caused at Canary Wharf station after two smartly dressed environmental campaigners staged a protest on top of a Docklands Light Railway (DLR). They were joined by another man standing on the platform below them who was seen to have glued his hand to the train window before being removed by police at the scene. London Mayor Sadiq Khan said that he was extremely concerned about the plans to disrupt the capital's underground services. Khan acknowledged the threat of climate change, and said that he shared the passion shown by demonstrators but that he disagreed with their means. In a statement posted to Twitter, he said, "Targeting public transport in this way would only damage the cause of all of us who want to tackle climate change, as well as risking Londoners' safety, and I'd implore anyone considering doing so to think again." Non-violent activist group Extinction Rebellion has vowed to continue the civil disobedience protests by causing travel disruptions in an effort to force the government to take affirmative action against climate change. A spokesperson for the group said, "People really don't want to do this, but the inaction of the government in the face of this emergency leaves us little choice. Participants will peacefully break the law in order to stop the tube and then will wait to be arrested." In the UK, activists are demanding the government declare a climate and ecological emergency and to act to halt biodiversity loss and reduce greenhouse gas emissions to zero by 2025, Extinction Rebellion said. "We sincerely apologize to all those who may suffer as a consequence of this disruption. In any other circumstances we would never dream of disrupting the tube, but this is an emergency. We request that workers do not intervene in the protests to ensure that they go as smoothly and safely as possible for all involved." It is not clear how Extinction Rebellion plans to disrupt the services. Which tube lines are currently delayed? Circle Line, severe delays due to an earlier signal failure at Monument. Tickets are being accepted on local buses. DLR, minor delays between Bank and Lewisham due to a customer incident at Canary Wharf. Good service on other routes. District, minor delays between Upminster and Ealing Broadway, Richmond due to an earlier signal failure at Monument. Good service on the rest of the line. Hammersmith. A temporary timetable is in place, with 4 car trains running every 30 minutes. Supplementary bus services will also run. TfL Rail, minor delays between Paddington and Hayes. Good service between Hayes. According to TfL, all other lines are running good services, but we will keep you updated. More info here. Scotland Yard has warned that the protests are likely to continue throughout the coming weeks. Earlier this week, hundreds were arrested on Waterloo Bridge, with more detained at Oxford Circus after activists blocked roads and defied a police restriction asking them to move to Marble Arch. So far, the protests have led to road closures, traffic gridlock and serious disruption to public transport and local businesses, with 55 bus routes closed and 500,000 people affected. Similar demonstrations were also held in other cities around the world, including Hamburg, Berlin, Copenhagen, Vienna and Edinburgh. Let's block ads. Why?